Hi everyone, welcome back to 7 Days channel. Yes, I'm in my bridal robe because we're talking about my wedding. I have done tons and tons of videos because this wedding was strictly DIY and I prepared everything from the dress to the invitation to the decorations. But before starting with the series, I really wanted the first episode to be for everyone and to talk in general about the wedding. Because when I have get proposed, I was something like, okay, where I'm gonna start right now. So the first thing that I suggest you is, first of all, even if you are not actually engaged to someone, but you like some styles, you have been to some wedding, a friend wedding or a relative wedding, and you like some ideas, like keep it in mind, because when it will be your wedding, you really don't have time. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna run. There are so many things to organize, from the car to the rings to the church to everything, that really, if you have an idea, if you focus with some ideas that you really like, it will be really helpful. Then I really suggest you to get a timetable. For me, this was essential because everything was DIY'd. Actually, I really prefer to do it in a DIY way. First of all, because I'm a control freak. I know this is a problem, but I didn't want to deal it during the wedding. So I said, okay, I do everything by my own so I don't have any surprise. And I really wanted to save some money so I could get a little bit more expensive venue, and I saved the money in the decoration. So in the end, my wedding, I think it was kind of a normal price. And now let's start with the first step. The first step for a wedding is the actual wedding. Now you're gonna laugh, I know it, but sometimes, you know, with all of this, okay, I want flowers, I don't know what, we forget that a wedding is the moment when we get married. So if it is a religious one or if it is a political one, in any case, we have to take care of that moment. So you're gonna start with that. You're gonna start with a good priest or a good friend that can marry you, or a figure that you really like that is gonna lead you to this path. And of course, the church or the place where you have to organize the wedding. In that moment, you really have to get documents. For me, it was even worse because I am Italian and my husband is Greek, so we really had to see how it's gonna work. But even if you are from the same country, why the heck you have to wait till the last moment? Do it right now, like right now. And then in this first step, another focal point are the rings, because in this moment you're gonna exchange the ring. So basically, the moment of the wedding is you, is your groom, is your husband, is someone that is gonna marry you, a place, documents that are gonna certify that you are married, and rings, and that's it. This is the wedding. So when this is done, everything is good to go. And that's why also I suggest you to invite really good friends, like not only friends, also relatives, but your own people. Because even if you organize nothing for your wedding and you have your own people there, the party will be great. Even if you don't have a party, you're gonna make it a party because the people are there for you. The second step I really suggest you is a venue, because these people have to go somewhere to celebrate. So it doesn't have to be a really expensive venue. I was even thinking about my backyard, but then it was kind of difficult for logistic problems because I really live in a countryside and where people coming from another nation without cars. But it can be a really good restaurant, it can be a place for wedding, it can be your yard, it can be anything. But this is the second step that you have to take care of, because it's the place where all the people will be gathered to celebrate you. And then comes the third step, that is music. I really think that the music comes right now, because this will give the vibe of your party. All the people are there and then they need something to party, you know? So it can be a live music, it can be a solo, it can be a lounge, it can be DJ, it can be disco, it can be traditional. You decide your own vibe, and then I think that if you have done these 3 steps, your wedding is ready. Whatever you do after, it's something more, so you really can breathe because you're half the way through. If I had to add a 4th step, I would say photography. If you get a good photographer, it will be great like during the future, because it's so nice to go through the albums and check the pictures, go there and to live again those moments. So if I had to put a 4th step, I would say a photographer. And now is the moment to think about decoration, the vibe of the wedding, so you really have to decide the vibe. But I'm gonna give you a tip. Sometimes we women, we forgot that this is not a bridal party, this is a wedding. So I really think that it would be nice to pick up a couple of styles that we like and then to discuss it with my groom. With your groom. Because, you know, men tends to think that decoration are stupid things, but of course I am pretty sure that they have a taste. When you decide the vibe, then you go for the color palette. For example, something bohemian tends to be a little bit with burgundy, can be with a touch of black. Rustic can go with a wood tones, sand tones, olive trees tones. Bling bling can go with the gold, with the silver, with pink. You have just to decide the vibe, and then you sort out all the color palette, so you will know what to go for the decorations and also the dresses. The last tip that I'm gonna give you today is that whenever you have your vibe and your color palette, when you like something, buy it. I won't say you to buy something with 1,000 euros, but really you have so many things to buy for the wedding. For example, this robe, I got it something like in November or October, and my wedding was in May, so months and months before. But trust me that the month before I wouldn't like to go for robes. I really had something bigger to think of. So whenever you like something, pull the trigger. Okay, and I'm gonna end this video with a quick list of things that you have to sort through when you prepare your wedding. I consider the first category church, but of course if it is not a church, you know, it's another location. So you have to get documents, we said, rings, the priest or the person that is gonna celebrate. Then you have to go for the decorations of the place, for rice and rice bags, the car that is gonna bring you and your future husband, and little books with written or the pieces of the Bible, or also like a poem or some thoughts that you have, so people can bring it at home and have memories of you. Then the other category is what you will wear. So for the bride is of course shoe, let's start with a dress, shoes, underwear, the garter, jewelry that you're gonna wear for that day, and the bouquet. And for the husband, he has to take care of his suit, his shoes. With suits, I mean everything, like the belt, like the tie or papillon or whatever, or pochette. And then he had to take care of socks and underwear. And then we get into the category of invitation. For the invitation, that is maybe the first thing that you're gonna attempt to do after you have done the 3 steps. You have to collect all the addresses. It won't be easy, trust me, so start from now. And then of course you have to prepare a layout, or you do your own layout, or you can be helped from internet, from some ideas. And I really suggest you to get the layout, of course, with the same colors of the wedding, with the same color palette, but then also the layout, you can use it for the book of in the church, or for the menus in the venue, or for example the stickers in the wine, you're gonna use the same style. Then we have the category of the decoration of the venue. So you will have the tableau de mariage, you will have the decoration of the place, including the centerpieces, menus, like a place where you can put some candies. In Italy and in Greece we use something that is called confetti, that is almond with a cover, white cover, the photo booth, the guest book. Don't forget the cake, I'm sure you won't forget it, but I'm just telling you. The numbers or the name of the tables, and a bunch of candles. This is really romantic, I think. And last but not least, we call this theme Bomboniere. I really don't know if everywhere there are Bomboniere, but there are small gifts that people can bring home, and you're gonna think about the couple with this kind of candies that we call confetti. Last tip of this video will be to download the application Wedshoots. This is not sponsored, but I'm gonna tell you how it's working, and it's amazing. So when you download this app, you actually create your own wedding album, and then you send this code of the wedding album to all the invited people, and these people can upload the picture that they are doing during your wedding in this album, so everyone can see the picture that everyone did. This is a tip that a friend of mine gave me, so thank you so much, and I really hope that it will be really useful for you too. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you will like this series, because I have a bunch of videos that I am programming. So if you want to give it a go, subscribe so you can stay uploaded, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Bye bye.